she say she want hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. The trunk stay bumped and y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga. And I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga. And my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack. Pancake, you ain't no hood nigga. I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that good and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can't call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'ma fall till the day I fall. Yeah, long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly, dirt, coast, muddy water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school Pauline, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over. Took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks. Spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. All these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal. When a rich brother wants you and your man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. Ain't loyal. Whoa, these hoes ain't loyal. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal.
welcome back, y'all, to another episode. Let's talk. Oh, actually, no, another episode of JVJ Network. I mean, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We ain't got that shit back yet. But another episode on JVJ Network. I am your host. Let's talk with JVJ, man. I hope everybody doing all right tonight. On your way in, as usual, you know how we do it. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe, that like, that share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips for your boy. Let me get my Otis going real quick. Like, I need to take this off, man. I don't even need this up on here, man. We ain't even showing display names. You need that shit. But yeah, man, I hope everybody doing good tonight, man. Y'all see the title up top tonight. We're going to talk about a few different things if y'all didn't know. But we're going to talk about some false accusers, y'all. We're going to talk about some cheating and the double standards in cheating. We also want to talk a little about Latto, but she kind of go in with the cheating part. And we're going to talk about some frauds out here, man, because we got a lot of frauds out here, man. We're gonna talk about it tonight, man. This should be an interesting show. And if I got enough time, if I can get through these motherfuckers quick, we might have a video talk shit about YouTube. But yeah, make sure y'all do all that right there at the bottom, man, because you know they be on some funny shit around here. I can guarantee you that they be on some funny shit, and ain't nobody got time to be dealing with that shit right now. Honestly, we trying to get it out here, but make sure y'all definitely go over to the TikTok side and check TikTok out. We trying to grow that shit for real. But man, the first video we gonna talk about, man, is this false accuser, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember this story a while back, but it blew up. I know a lot of people on TikTok was covering it. The girl video went viral over there, like multiple millions on the video. And it was this white girl who supposedly was driving for like DoorDash or whatever. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell y'all. When y'all see it, y'all gonna know, because he gonna do a whole breakdown on it, and we're gonna talk about it throughout. So, man, get your cigarettes, get your weed, get whatever you need, because we about to jump to the first video. Without further ado, shout out to Jamari. First time. Actually, I don't think it's the first time I covered one of his videos, but he do good content, man. Check it out. Let's see what we got.
So it has been around half a year since the DoorDash girl situation began, when a woman named Olivia Henderson ruined her life in a matter of minutes.
I lost my job! That was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
Olivia was just like millions of other people around the world, making some money by...
Now, y'all remember that girl. I hope y'all remember that girl right there, because she was screaming all in the camera and stuff, swearing up and down that... Well, y'all gonna see what she was swearing up and down about. But yeah, I hope y'all remember that girl.
By dropping off orders around her local town of Oswego, a city in upstate New York. Now, while delivering some food on October 12, 2025, she would make a decision that permanently altered her reality. As she walked up to the house to drop off the Wendy's, she claims the door was wide open, with a man passed out on his couch, legs spread eagle, completely exposed for anyone passing by to see.
And within 15 minutes of ordering DoorDash and it getting delivered to your front door, you're asleep on the couch with your pants and your underwear to your ankles, your front door wide open, your lights on, it's freezing outside. Like, come on now.
So she then recorded, edited, and uploaded the footage to TikTok, where she showed the man, parts out and all, to the entire world. The video garnered millions of views before it was removed from the platform for a violation of TikTok's terms of service. She would then try to post it again, and once more it would be taken down. After this, DoorDash would also fire her once the story started to gain steam.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault.
And this is when Olivia decided to play the victim, going on a week-long rampage, crying out about the pitfalls of living in a man's world, while also claiming that she had been sexually assaulted by the man in the video, who we could all clearly see was unconscious.
So not only did I get 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember.
Wait a minute.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not that again.
Y'all, I sincerely forgot how her voice was. I remember we covered her before. Oh my Lord, Jesus. That girl just yelling all in the camera. Back up.
Now, despite the massive backlash over the situation, Olivia continued to post day after day, saying that the police were useless, that she couldn't believe what was happening, and taking issue with the fact that TikTok would not be paying her for the views on the videos that got removed.
They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got. So no, they took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that.
Like, my girl, this is not OnlyFans. They're not paying you out for exposing someone's body. And she also did not.
Yeah, that was the funny part. That let me know a lot of people don't know about social media. Lady, the video that she took it to do when he was laid out, passed out on the couch, which in just to go back to that point that she made, because I thought he was going to address it, but he didn't. She said, how can somebody call and order some food and then within 15 minutes of it being delivered, be knocked the fuck out? They probably could have ordered the food drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck and just passed the fuck out right after. That's why in his thing, he said, leave the food at the front. Because he had a feeling he might pass out. But yeah, they took your video down because you had his shit out in the video. You didn't blur it or nothing. You literally had his, like, you would have blurred it a little bit. You would have been fine. You would have still had your TikTok and kept your money, but you didn't blur it out because you don't know nothing about creating content. Yeah, that's definitely a community violation. Like, and I don't even know TikTok policy like that, but I know TikTok don't let you just put news on there.
Help her case at all when she straight up admitted that she posted the video with malicious intent, claiming that she wanted to ruin this guy's reputation both personally and professionally.
Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is.
And it was clear to me that she was ironically looking to build a case for some sort of lawsuit against TikTok and DoorDash. And obviously, this is where things totally blew up in her face.
Yeah.
For one, because her digital footprint was quite incriminating, as she alluded to breaking into an old apartment she lived in, as well as making passes at a female Uber Eats driver.
I just want to say that a fucking MILF just dropped off my McDonald's. Thank you, Sue. You have my address. Come back sometime. Come back when your shift's.
What the fuck is that on her face? Like, if she put that on her face and said, yeah, girl, that's it. You got a bad taste in what looks good. That does not look good at all. She looked worse with the makeup on than when she had it off.
It's over.
She also made other TikToks.
Oh, shit. See, she need to be a little bit in between makeup and no makeup. Damn, because that's bad right there, too. Oh, shit. Damn, hold on. We gotta go to a freeze frame. Damn, she looked like The Walking Dead. Like, that's bad.
Come back sometime.
But this is
Come
worse.
back when your shift's over.
I don't know which
She
one
also
worse.
made
That's bad right there. But that looked like you might be sickly. You can pass for sickly right there. So I'll say the first one's still worse, but that's still bad though.
the TikToks where she admitted that she squatted in this apartment for months. And I have to say, this has to be one of the most ironic captions of all time. Overall, there hasn't been a much bigger reverse Uno
It don't
in
look that
recent
bad right
internet
there.
history. You know, this chick went from unknown to a laughingstock overnight. And even worse, the police investigated the situation and basically said that she was full of shit. They described the man as incapacitated and unconscious. They also say that he cooperated with them fully, and it sounds like he had a video of his own, potentially from like a Ring door camera, that would not only clear him, but make her look guilty.
They say she shared the video on social media, and that's when the man called police.
She recorded him without his consent and then subsequently disseminated those videos.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
And so this all would lead to her being arrested in November of last year, where she was charged with 2 felony offenses.
All right, hold that thought right there, hold that thought. And that shit need to happen more often. Because we got a lot of lying assholes out here. Lying for attention. Lying for attention. Because they ain't lying to get no money in that. And that come later when people be like advising them, like, man, you know you can sue. But they really just lying for attention. Just for attention.
One for sharing the video to the public, and the other for basically recording the video in the first place. Essentially, in the eyes of the law, this was seen ironically as a perv shooting a video of a nude unsuspecting person.
Yeah.
Slow down, baby.
And the fact that he was unconscious likely made matters much worse. And this is when she would appear in court 4 months ago for her initial hearing.
Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy. For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
Oh, the sheer irony of her not wanting to be recorded. Either way, this entire thing is now accelerating past the police charges.
The police are doing nothing.
She has now been officially indicted on both the felony counts that she was facing, which means a grand jury decided to move forward with the case after reviewing the evidence at hand. And
All right, hold up one more time. Yeah, we need more of that.
This means that Olivia is still facing up to 8 years in prison for the one video that she recorded and posted online.
Olivia, do you have anything to say?
The 23-year-old was silent after a grand jury's approval of the 2 criminal counts against her.
23 and dumb. 23 and dumb.
Working for DoorDash, she's accused of taking video of a naked, drunkenly asleep customer through his glass door. The case getting national interest.
I think it probably has more traction outside of the community than locally.
Now, I won't lie to you guys, if I pull up and my lawyer looks like this, just throw me behind bars because I know my ass is grass. Like, this man went full Reddit moderator for his big moments.
Because for whatever reason, this is just one of those things that's caught a wave.
I mean, we all know why it caught a wave, big guy. And that's because she continuously made the situation tenfold worse than what it needed to be. Also, the public defendant being named Smallwood, after she posted up a video of a guy's flaccid piece, has to be one of the most beautiful moments of irony that I've seen in a minute.
For whatever reason, a lot of the national media and the social media was reporting that the judge at the first appearance said something like kind of snarky to us, which wasn't the case.
In court, her public defender said local reporting was accurate, but national outlets and social media users have shared wrong information and fabricated images of his client.
You know, she really should.
Like, how you gonna be the one that, like, you're in court for doing exactly that, and now you're complaining about somebody doing, like, you're literally in court for doing that. That's kind of, the irony is amazing. The irony is amazing right now.
Just shut the hell up and presented the information to the police if she felt like she was so wrong. But instead, she doubled down like no other.
This is still a legal case, and there are still people who actually know the facts that are handling the case.
And now the charges will likely stick because of those videos she made looking hungry for clout, money, and online validation.
This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual while door dashing.
So now she will head back to court in June of this year and will eventually learn her fate. But either way, it's looking like she will have some sort of bouts in prison or possibly probation. And many people do believe that they just might make an example of her.
And they about to get this girl a slap on the goddamn wrist. And I'm just saying it. They're going to give her a slap on the wrist. I got a feeling she's going to get probation. But honestly, I think she deserves jail time.
And they sent a police officer over to speak to me in person and watch the video that I have. And then he asked me to email it to him, and he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from it?
I mean, really, guys, just imagine if the genders were reversed, how badly the guy would be getting flamed online. So many people out there do see this as the right amount of justice potentially being served. You know, I guess if nothing else, she finally learned to keep her mouth shut. But either way, I did just want to provide you guys with this quick little update on the DoorDash girl situation. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.
And look, we gonna come back to this one, y'all, on some real shit because I want to see the sentencing. I want to see how they treat her in the court. Like when it comes down to her, because she gonna get proven guilty, man. She kept complaining. I remember when we covered it before, like, and she just kept making TikTok video after TikTok video. After she uploaded it a bunch of times, they kept taking it down. She kept complaining that they're trying to censor her. And it's like, girl, do you not understand? You got this man's manhood out in the video. You didn't blur nothing. That's the only reason they took your video down. But she just hell-bent on not listening to nobody, just in her own path. She know better than everybody else. And now look at your good goofy ass. Now you up in here in court facing jail time. And they need to give her the jail time, man, because I'm saying people like that, I understand being young and dumb, but sometimes you need to go through some shit so you can know how to avoid things later in life. And she need to get her butt locked up. I don't care about them little white tears. I don't care about her being no little girl and nothing like that. She grown. She 23 years old. She need to know better than that. And I'm like, girl, you trying to embarrass a dude. And I blame a lot of that shit right there, y'all, on feminism, man. Because what would give her the motivation to goddamn want to, like, she wanted to destroy this guy. Because she didn't go to the police. Think about this. Just like when all these girls say that some athlete done touched on her or knocked upside the head, the first thing they do is get in contact with a lawyer. They don't go and run to the police and tell the police what happened. You can go get a lawyer afterwards. But if somebody really did you wrong and you really felt harmed and abused, you go to the police to get that corrected. But they don't do that. This girl ran straight to the internet for clout. For clout. I'm pretty sure some college dude probably ain't got lit. And then he passed out in his crib. And you over here peeking through the goddamn door taking video of this motherfucker, then talking about you got harassed. Like, that's crazy, man. But either way, though, we're gonna leave that little old white lady alone, y'all, because we had a situation that happened a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, y'all. We talking about Latto, bro. We skipping on ahead to Latto, bro, because it's gonna cover a little bit of part of the cheating, double standards and shit. But yeah, you know, Big Mama is about to be Big Mama, y'all. Y'all know about this, right? Well, y'all don't know about it, Tasha K gonna tell you about it. I don't even like Tasha K like that, but Tasha K about to tell you about it, y'all. This shit was hilarious as fuck to me because I see so many ladies that still support Latto, that still got her back. And I'm like, I'm gonna point out something later on in this video when it pertains to this cheating stuff. But I'm gonna let the video ride. So without further ado, Tasha K, man, let's go and see what Tasha got.
Happy Mother's Day, Latto. Happy first Mother's Day, Latto. Ain't you glowing even though her belly looked like paper mache? It do. I didn't even think when she put that belly up, I thought it was AI. I said, ain't no way why her belly is so dark. But then I forgot, when we do get pregnant, we do get certain parts of our body turn dark. So it was a real pregnancy belly. Remember when she had told, did she tell Glorilla that she had accidentally revealed her pregnancy on TikTok? And then people didn't believe it because it did look like AI. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, it don't even match her skin color unless she doing a Nene Leaks around here and making them go 2 shades lighter on her. But that belly was black, child. But that's what happens to us when we get pregnant. We get black, and we get that long black line down the middle. I know she gonna have some stretch marks because she light skinned. Y'all just can't help it. It's all good. We got stretch marks too, you know. So that comes from scratching and not oiling down. You're not supposed to scratch your belly. Okay, you're supposed to, every time it itch, you're supposed to just rub it down. Just rub it and just smooth it out. I used to use cocoa butter, shea butter, what else? Kimi oil. I had a few different oils, okay? So
you get that baby oil too, that baby oil line, so that help a lot of girls too, man. You got to rub that thing down. Because think about it, your skin is stretching, your stomach stretching and expanding more than what the fuck it normally is on the regular. You got to keep that skin nice and moisturized and shit because you want that shit to snap back. You want it to snap back. I done seen some pussy stomach girls out here, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, them motherfuckers, you can tell they did not try to take care of themselves while they was pregnant at all, bro. And as soon as they had that baby, their stomach just be looking all scrunchy and shit, like the side of my face is all scrunchy and shit. It's nasty looking, bro. It's like a stomach pussy.
Yeah, but Latto says now that the baby's almost due, I think she's due any day now, if I'm not mistaken, by 21 Savage. He is married to another woman.
21.
She does live in a separate house with his children. They have been together since high school. They are never divorcing, from what I'm being told. He does live with Latto in Latto's condo. And Latto announced today that she was retiring. She said, last album, my retirement album, thank you for everything, 529. Okay. I don't really think that this is a retirement album because I really don't think she can afford to be honest with you. The music hasn't been selling for a long time. I did get insider information that she has been underperforming for her label. And so this is going to be the last one out. She can't really go on tour with it or anything. So she's just kind of giving it to.
That could kind of be a good way to get out of like an embarrassment. Look, they say, hey, look, I'm retiring when you about to get dropped from your label. So that's what I took from what she just said. Like she could possibly and I don't understand why. Like, I didn't really know about Latto for real until recently, y'all. Like I heard the name, but I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't know who. I ain't know nothing about Latto, but recently I've been catching on to it. And I'm like, she can't rap for real. Like I know some people say she can for a girl, but she can't rap. And it be the people that be saying that she can rap be trying to compare them to like male rappers. I'm like, man, this is like the WNBA and the NBA. All right. It's like the WNBA and the NBA, y'all. She rap good for a girl, if you want to say she rap good. But over on the men's side, she wouldn't get a deal. She wouldn't get an album deal. She would not get a record label deal at all. Like on some real shit. Let's be real about that. But either way, though, let's keep going. She claiming she retiring. Girl, you ain't did nothing to retire from.
Because she doesn't have a budget anymore. And 21 Savage can't do it because he has a gambling problem. And he has 3 kids with his wife. So I just don't understand, why would she retire and she does not have a guaranteed
safety blanket
plan? Not even retirement plan. Like she's still ain't she like early 30s? Like she late 20s, early 30s? I don't know. You too old to be retiring from rap and you ain't got no other business. What you finna do? Stream your life? You stream your polyamorous life? Is that what you finna do? I want to watch a special called Latto on the Side. I would watch. I sure would. Latto on the Side. Because that's her life. You know, even though he living with her now, but still, like he living.
Hey, on some real shit. Tasha keep cracking jokes, but that actually is a good name of a show. I probably would tune in. It's like, man, you seen Latto on the Side yet? I can see a girl introducing me to that shit. You ever watch Latto on the Side? And then I turn around and she actually used the name. But she is like that's gonna be a big well, actually not a big contradiction, but that's gonna be a hard pill for a lot of ladies to swallow with the times coming up. Like, cause there's so many dudes out there's a lack of so many dudes, especially the type of dudes that women want. So it's like, y'all gonna have to get to the point of being okay with sharing them. But the craziest part about this, and this is what I'm just saying about cheating, just get it on out the way. Ladies don't have a problem with people cheating. Just to kill that secret for y'all. Ladies do not have a problem with people cheating. Ladies only have a problem when they get cheated on. Because think about this. 21 Savage, famous person, public figure. You know that the man's married with kids. Latto knew this. She's in the same industry that this man's in. She knows that he's married. This man couldn't have cheated on his wife if she wasn't willing to go. She was willing to go. She was willing to cheat with a married man. So now this black woman over here with kids got cheated on. But they don't care about cheating. They only care about when they get cheated on. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real.
With her in her condo building. Yeah. So how do I know that? You know, ask the workers that work there. Good luck interviewing who's my source, you know?
Take a sip of your drink, Tasha.
I just interesting that she would retire. And if something happens to 21, guess where all of the benefits, his retirement, his insurance policies, guess where they go?
Another lady.
Guess who gets them? Kiki, do you love me? Are we riding? Are we never, ever side me?
Tell her. Tasha,
Kiki got that bag on lock, baby. You ain't getting nothing. You got the man. But I got the benefits. Too young, baby, too young. You don't let one baby.
She might get she can get some shit for the kid, but if the nigga staying up in there, she ain't gonna put the nigga on child support. Like, if he's still with her and around, and she ain't gonna put him on child support. As soon as he leave, though, she definitely throwing that child support out there. She gonna probably try to get some back child support. 21 ain't finna stay with her. I don't get that. And the nigga look like a fucking weasel, bro. Look at 21 Savage. Now, Latto would be called a traditionally glitter bitch right now. For what they got going on, how the girls like to dress and how they like to make themselves up. Latto would be a glitter girl. She could get a lot of dudes. Even though she got that BBL, I found out she got a BBL some years ago. I don't understand why she did that. She was fine. She looked good. People like that natural look. But Latto would be considered like the glitter girl. She could get a lot of different respectable dudes. She could have got a doctor, could have got a lawyer, something like that. She ran for 21 Savage weasel face looking ass. I get tired of dealing with all the bad guys, you know, but I just keep seeming to fucking with all these hood guys. And Latto cheated on her dude too. Well, actually, she didn't cheat on her dude, but I ain't finna go deep into her shit. I don't let Tasha K air her ass out.
Take you out the game. She thinks she's finna be a house. She can't be a house. I can't even say the word because she can't be that. She can't be a
housewife. Yeah.
So she's gonna be a house side chick. That's a new house side. What would we call her? House mistress? No, she's not a mistress. That's a secret. House, what? Not house second wife. What would you? Winos, put the chat up. What would you call this?
She the household. That's what I'm saying. Household. That ain't good. It ain't good. But man, look, a lot of ladies gonna have to get to the point and understand that they gonna end up having to share dudes. Like, for real, the way a lot of y'all females' mindsets are with what y'all want in life. What y'all can't attain, but y'all try to attain it through a man, the things you want in life, you're going to end up having to share a dude. Because the type of dudes that can really provide it, especially with the way they fucking up the economy and the wealth and inequality's getting, there's only going to be a certain amount of people, certain groups of people that have that money. Y'all going to end up having to share these dudes because you're going to get with them and they're going to cheat on your ass. I promise you that. Because the sad part, most of y'all are a headache to deal with. I ain't saying all y'all ladies are, but a lot of females are a headache to deal with. They always wanted to complain about bullshit. Always want to complain about bullshit. Don't want no fucking solutions. Just want to keep complaining. So I'm like, y'all gonna end up having this dude step out on your goofy ass. Y'all better go ahead and get used to fucking sharing them, especially if you want certain types. And that nigga ugly. 21 Savage ugly, but he got money, he got fame, he got clout. So he can get bitches. And that's the ones y'all want. So I'm like, look, you better get ready to fucking share them. You better get ready to share them. And Steve and Bill about to go to the steel mill and make their 100K, but y'all looking for the nigga that make $1 million that's gonna run around town and fuck all these hoes on your ass. Either way, though, you know, do what you do.
What would you call this?
Household.
A house what? Huh?
I'm gonna go with household.
And he got a gambling problem? Nah, bro, I ain't putting my future on hold for nobody, for anybody that gambles theirs. No, ma'am.
I literally be having people trying to convince me to gamble. I'm like, man, I'm not getting into gambling. That is a damn fucking downhill slope if you ain't fucking careful with that shit. I know people that got real bad gambling problems. Bro, you can get yourself fucked up. Really fucked up in some debt gambling.
Latto could have had anybody she wanted in the industry, but she said, well, I mean, I'ma say this, huh? A house pet, damn.
Damn, that's
house
cold.
Dummy, house hand, household, yeah, housemaid.
Yeah,
Ooh,
household.
handmaid.
Come on, household. Come on, man. Household.
Handmaid. Y'all remember Handmaid's Tale?
You don't call it handmaid? That sound, I ain't gonna lie, that's still disrespectful, but it sounds better than household. I ain't gonna lie.
Handmaid. House girlfriend, sister wife. No, we're not saying sister wife. He ain't even taking her to Africa to get married. No, I don't know. But yeah, this is a little early, a little premature. I don't know what the game plan is. Like I said, I wouldn't settle for somebody that moved in. Like he doesn't even, the house he has in his name is with his wife. He living in her condo. So like, I wish that I would. This is what I be talking about. Like, y'all be thinking I'm against light-skinned women. Let me just say this for the 19,000th time. I just want light-skinned women to make better choices. I don't want them to figure that they won because, yeah, they got a rapper. She got with him when he was on top. Now he's not. Albums are barely selling. He's not on tour. He is making money gambling. And a lot of people are making money gambling, especially if they're rappers. Floyd Mayweather is making money gambling.
Going broke.
So I'm just saying, like, no. Like this ain't the move, girl. This ain't the move. I know the baby got you all. I want to be a house. Well, we can't call you a house. Moving on. Don't forget, guys.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Look, I wanted to cover Tasha K talking about that shit because, like, let it come from a lady. Because, you know, every time a dude to speak on shit like that, you're like, oh, you hating and all this stuff. Like, literally, y'all have a situation. And I know people that still support this girl till the cows come home. But let it be a dude that do that shit and they want to cancel this motherfucker. This girl saw a man that was out here that was married with kids and still said, I'm going to put this pussy on him. I'm going to put this pussy on him. Fuck his wife. I know what I want. I'm going to try to take her spot. I'm going to put this pussy on him. Now, if a dude was out here with a woman, matter of fact, well, y'all about to see because we about to transition to the Actual Cheaters video, and it's going to bring in a little sports into it, y'all. We're going to get a little sports into it. The double standard when it comes to cheating. Not here, let alone we about to cover some dynamics. We about to cover the triangle right here, y'all. We about to cover the triangle. Because not alone it being from a man to a woman cheating, we're going to show you the difference between black people and white people cheating and how people view it. It's some crazy double standards in this world, y'all. It's some crazy double standards, and a lot of people seem to be fine with it. But look, I think it's an issue. So I'm going to call it out, and I'm going to say something about it, y'all. Shout out to the dark times for this video, y'all. Yeah, we going sports-wise out here. I want y'all to see what the hell happened, because if y'all don't know, because a lot of y'all probably don't watch sports, Ime Udoka was the head coach of the Boston Celtics the year before they won the NBA championship. And he got caught up in a situation where he was wowing one of the ladies that was on the staff. Now, Ime was dealing with, what's her name? Nia Long. They got a kid together. They weren't married, but they were dating. And this white lady that he was dealing with, it's a white lady, she was married with kids. And it came out that they was bumping uglies. Well, they threw Ime through the mud, bro. I'm talking about ESPN was going at him, Malika Andrews was going at him, everybody going at him. Now, right now, we got a situation where we have an NFL coach, the former head coach of the Tennessee Titans, the former head coach of the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, is getting caught up in some shit right now. Because Mike Vrabel is married. Man, he got caught up with an former ESPN reporter. Supposedly, she had his baby. Supposedly, she had his baby and named the baby Michael. And that's what that make a lot of people suspicious. He cheating on his wife, she cheating on her husband. And it's amazing the difference when you see how people treated the situation. So shout out to the Dark Times for this video, because he about to put it on full display for y'all. And I just want y'all to see this, because this is America, y'all. This is America. But check it out, man. Either way, salute, salute, salute. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We grinding.
But why are the other people getting left off the hook?
Well,
that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
We are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
Remember that guy that...
Man, I remember when Malika said that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, every dude that actually covered anything dealing with relationships and men and women situations, bro, snapped on that hoe for that shit. Because the problem, and for y'all that don't know, the problem that they had with the situation is all they wanted to do was dog on that man that y'all see in the back. That black man on the screen back there where they said suspended. Ime Udoka. That's the only person they wanted to talk about. When this white woman, they didn't think about it. They didn't even want to tell us who the woman was. So then they had other women in there getting harassed because they thought it was them. Terrible job. Celtics did a terrible job with this one. But they only want to focus on Ime Udoka and not the woman. Like, Ime cheated on his girlfriend. This lady cheated on her husband. But they just wanted to talk about him. And I understand he was a big name. He's the coach. But it's like, bro, you dragging him through the mud and you just trying to give her grace. And that's what Malika said. We are not here to further blame women. When the fuck we ever blamed them? That's the question. When the fuck we ever blamed them? But either way, let's keep going.
I went off about where I said some of you out there are pieces of shit. He's the only one screwing. Nobody else was. Everybody else was celibate. They kept their stuff in their pants. They were the Pope. Only black dudes screwing around.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times channel. And I want to go ahead and touch on the Mike Vrabel and that.
If y'all don't know about this channel, man, go check out the Dark Times, man. I ain't gonna lie, he put out some good content, man, especially if you into sports.
And the Rossini situation, because he got me thinking about the Ime Udoka situation. Y'all remember when that came out? They didn't mess around with him. They didn't play. They embarrassed him publicly. They basically treated him like he was too toxic to be around.
The fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
First of all, let me be very clear.
Oh, first of all, for Stephen A. Coon ass say something, I can't stand Stephen A. y'all, man. That motherfucker certified coon. We covered the different types of black people the other day. I don't know if he level 2 or level 1. He in between somewhere in there. But the issue that people had, y'all, the men that they had an issue with, is like the lady worked for the organization and Ime worked for the organization. They both said it was consensual. But because Ime, I guess being the head coach, brought more controversy to it, and they made it public. And it's probably because her husband worked for the organization too, and he probably was like, man, I'm gonna go to the media if y'all don't handle this. She should have been suspended too. That was the biggest argument that a lot of dudes, I know it's an argument that I made. If you're gonna suspend the coach for inappropriate relationships at work, you gotta suspend that lady too, because she's on the staff too. She works for them. They didn't do that. The sad part, I think they gave her a settlement, a payout. But he got suspended, and he got blasted through the mud, all through the media. Suspended for a whole year. Somebody, you get suspended for a whole year for fucking somebody on your staff. And it's consensual. Like, come on now. That don't even make no sense. You can hit a motherfucker in the face with a goddamn water cooler. In the NBA, you ain't getting suspended for a whole year. But having sex with a person that's willing to have sex with you will get your ass suspended for a whole year. And then ultimately fired. Ultimately fired after a year. Publicly lambasted through the media. Like, come on, bro. It was crazy how they did that dude. But I want y'all to see how they're going to do the next dude.
I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized.
So maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm seeing things through a different lens.
The white ball dominates everything, right? Ball dominates.
Different lens.
Just so y'all know, that's Mike Vrabel right there. That's the head coach. This is when he was a head coach over the Patriots. And that's the lady that he was sleeping with, that we think it was his baby. She just gave birth to his baby. That's who that reporter is. And she was doing some insider stuff. It's worse than just him cheating on his wife and her cheating on her husband. It's like some implications, like some insider trading type stuff was going on in the NFL. But either way, though.
The white ball dominates everything, right? And the game's over when the white ball drives the black ball completely off the table.
Video creators, I just found a software that color grades for you. So I came across Imagine AI.
Now, that one was kind of interesting. That was interesting. And the pool table is the earth. That's why it's green.
Oh, see, your shit is coming out now.
And the world, they used to think it was flat.
Screw him.
But it seems like Mike Vrabel is given a level of grace that Ime Udoka was not given.
Just this gross focus on identifying unnecessarily women's names that may or may not be involved. And I think it is it isn't too harsh to say that that was a failure by many people, including folks within our own industry. And
chopping it up on ESPN with you guys about this, but I'm off until next week. But I definitely want to touch on this Ime Udoka situation. Just saw a year suspension was just handed down by the team for an inappropriate, consensual situation with a female that worked in the organization. I've been in the league played in the league for a long time. Anyone who played in the league could tell you this is a very common situation. This is not new news for people who've been in the league or even around organizations. I've seen it from owners to executives to coaches to players to trainers to therapists to dancers to PR ladies. Like, this is not uncommon.
It's nothing new, man. You working in an environment like that, like think about it. These people working long hours, they on flights together, they at basketball training camp together, practices and all this shit. They're around each other a lot. It's a very demanding job to be a part of one of these sports teams. Like, especially if you're single, you probably gonna be looking around. Like, you usually deal with the people that are around you. So if it's like some cute bitch that's on the goddamn fucking staff, or if this girl that works for the team, it's like, oh man, he's a very attractive basketball player or football player. Motherfuckers will shoot they shot. Something gonna happen. You put men and women together, man, it's probably gonna be some fucking going on. Like that is eventually gonna happen. So I'm like, yeah, it's very common. I don't understand that. Man, look, we had a male. I mean, when I was in the service, just story time real quick. Like, I mean, when I was in the service, we had MCT. And if y'all don't know about the Marines, MCT is like after you go to boot camp, you go to MCT, is Marine Combat Training, and you're there for a month and you just training in the woods. At this point, when you're in boot camp, it's just all males in your platoon. And the girls do their shit over there. Y'all don't really see them. But when you get to MCT, they have two platoons, or at least when I was there, they had two platoons where it was mixed boys and girls. I just lucked up to be in the boys and girls one. You think that we weren't fucking out there in the woods for a month? It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen, y'all.
Now we fast forward to Mike Vrabel's situation, and Mike Vrabel is getting standing ovations.
This is the biggest sign of double standard nonsense that I've seen.
And y'all, look at it. This is what they did for that white man after all this shit then came out. And that's why people pissed off about it. Look at all these white folks in here that was ready to tear Ime Udoka down. And all these other black folks, because there's some black folks in there too, clapping it up. They wanted to tear Ime Udoka down for cheating on his girlfriend. But they applauding this man right now. He just got done, supposedly, probably impregnated this married woman and cheated on his wife. And they applauding his ass.
Standard nonsense that I've seen.
Y'all can't tell me they some sick ass shit. And I'm gonna say it for them folks that's in that room. Look, don't be sitting around talking about we celebrate our worst and shit. Cause you wouldn't clap no man up like that. If it was a black man that literally had allegations going on right now, that's actually been proven pretty much that yeah, you was cheating on your wife with this reporter who was cheating on her husband. It's pretty much proof out there that you did it. and y'all clapping this motherfucker up. It wouldn't happen if he was black.
Vrabel thing though, this is like him being applauded for it.
And when you got two people working close together, like Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel were, you know, relationships are going to happen.
There's a lot of work to be done between now and then.
Yeah. Okay, so have dinner or something. Go over.
Marcus.
We're colleagues. We can have a business dinner. Now, you're the one flipping this into a man-woman thing. I just said dinner, and let's discuss our workload. That's what I'm talking about. You've got a hell of a load.
Okay.
Dinner?
Dinner.
Okay, I'll see you at dinner.
But the more we hear about the details of this case, the more it seems like behavior that's unbecoming of a head coach.
So she was 7 months pregnant when she was on that boat, because they was on that boat in June. Boy, Rossini don't give a boy. Damn.
That's crazy.
She with it, bro. She with it.
Wait. She's going to tell her story. At some point between now...
What I said, y'all, women do not have an issue with men cheating. As long as they're the girl that he's cheating with. Now, if they getting cheated on, all hell about to break loose. But if they gonna cheat with a dude that they know is in a relationship, they ain't got no problem with that. They ain't got no problem with that. And now, that's why you see why the focus is always on the guy. They do not have a problem with cheating. Women do not have a problem with cheating. Women cheat more than dudes. Contrary to most of y'all probably don't know. But women cheat more than dudes. They just don't get caught as much. But they don't have a problem with cheating. They just do not want to be cheated on. That's all it is.
And the end of this decade, she's going to tell her story. And what it is going to be a factor in whether or not Mike Vrabel can continue. Not because he gets fired, but because he looks at the situation and says, at a minimum, I need to take a year off. That's the one thing that I'm watching for, not a permanent resignation. Step down for a year, Josh McDaniels takes over as interim coach for a year, and then they see if this all dies down in a year and Vrabel can come back. Because they don't want to lose the guy. The guy's a great coach. That's what's so weird about this. He's such a great coach. And to be involved in something that, and I posed this question to you last night, like I've said this before, how can a guy that smart do something this stupid? And by stupid, I mean just completely indiscreet, walking around out in the open, at the bar in New York, signing their names on this sheet, and just come up with a different name. I've heard come up with a different name.
I hear what he's saying. They didn't say that when it came to Ime, bro. They didn't say that when it came to Ime. What he's pretty much telling that dude is Mike Vrabel, being as smart as he is, he should have cheated smarter. That's what they saying about the white guy. They didn't say none of that shit about Ime, bro. They just talk about how terrible of a person he is. He has a kid with this woman. Look how beautiful this woman is. How could he dare? How dare could he do that? But this white coach, man, he should have been smarter with the way he was cheating, bro. You can't just be out in the open like that. Use some fake names and shit. Like, what are you trying to get this man tips, bro? Look at the double standard, y'all. It's amazing.
Let her be Mrs. Vrabel. I mean, there's no effort to conceal it. That's what makes it all so weird. How did they not think that at some point, Michael, and I know we have to break, but how could you not think at some point someone's going to find out about this?
Because they don't give a fuck when they know people like you are going to come on the radio and say, well, look, just what he should do is just take a year off, then come back because, you're really good at your job and they really want you. Like, that's why. That's why. Because if he take a year off, he's still on the contract. And if he come back to the same team, he good. His shit just got aired out in the public. What's the killer for him? He cheated on his wife. Y'all don't care. She cheated on her husband. Y'all don't care. You just saying he should have did it smarter. And it's like, come on, bro. That's why he did it, because he knew there wasn't going to be no consequence to his actions. Or her consequence to her actions.
It's on. The reason Robert Kraft is not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, despite winning 6 championships as an owner, is exactly why is what we're experiencing now with Mike Vrabel. It really is. It speaks to the volume of where this franchise is and what they value, which is not honesty, and that's why he hasn't been rewarded. He won 6 championships as an owner. He's been trying to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame for like over a decade, and they keep rejecting him. What would be the reason why? It can't be because of football, right? It's because of the dirty dealing, backstabbing, cheating, unfaithful stuff that's gone on. Of course he's going to back his coach, who didn't slip up one time, but has decided that he was going to have an ongoing affair.
All right, got a commercial. I ain't gonna lie, them sea-doos, man, them hoes get up, though.
Allegedly, with Diana
Not supposed to be riding the sea-doo, y'all, this month, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Rossini.
Class that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No.
And it is the Patriot way. That's why, Robert Kraft, I hope you never get in. Because the idea that, because it wasn't an employee here, it's okay. I get it. If it was an employee, he'd probably be pressured by the league because the league and the team would be held responsible. And she would be able to sue them. But I'm not surprised. This is right up the alley. This is the Patriots' MO. And then Drake May.
Hey, he really think about what he just said, man. I'm gonna let him say that part again.
Surprised. This is right up responsible. As an employee, he'd probably be pressured by the league because the league and the team would be held responsible. And she would be able to sue them.
That part right there. And that's the one thing I don't like. Because motherfuckers get to fall back and play a certain type of game. It's like, man, you having a consensual sexual relationship with somebody. Y'all both work for the same organization. But if the shit comes out and it's a big scandal, she can still sue them? That's crazy to me. It was a consensual relationship. How the hell are you gonna sue the organization?
But I'm not surprised. This is.
And I'm not a fan of these organizations, but I think that's kind of crazy that this lady could do something fucked up, just like this man did something fucked up. But her recourse is she can sue and get money. He just gets fired and fucking shamed in public. That ain't cool.
Right up the alley. This is the Patriots' MO. And then Drake May, of all people, to stand up there. You want to back your coach, Kelvin? I'm cool with it. You want to say, hey, it's a difficult time and I feel for my coach. Did you see the quote?
I did. It was a great human being.
He's a great human being that he was cheating on his wife and kids with somebody else's wife who has kids as well. That's a great human being. You could say and support him.
Think about how amazing that is. And I get it too, man. He's the head, the starting quarterback. Just got in the lead. It's the only coach he know. Well, he knew another coach last year because they did Mayo wrong as fuck. We ain't gonna talk about that. But do you see what this man did? He violated his vows. He disrespected his wife and his family, and also did it with a woman who did the exact same thing. And you say he's an amazing person. I wonder what y'all say about murderers and pedos. Because the quarterback in the same group as the rest of them. I'm just saying.
Hey, going through a tough time, and I'm going to support my coach, and I hope it works out for the best of him and his family. I'm not talking about that. He's a great human being, a guy who's deceitful, who cheats on his family, and cheats on his family with a married woman, destroying that family as well. Come on, man. Come on.
You know, we can't have these racial double standards or whatever you want to call it, double standards. If the power dynamics in these workplace relationships is good enough to get one man fired, then it's good enough to get the other man fired as well. And that's kind of where I stand on it. But y'all go ahead and let me know how you.
And that's why I stand on it too. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And it's amazing how people are playing these things out in society, like how we see them play out, and the people that actually pay attention to it. It's crazy how people want to sit here and keep telling us this and telling us that. It's like, nah, bro. It's a double standard when it comes to men and women, and it's damn sure still a double standard when it comes to black and white. It's a double standard. And we got to get past that. We got to get past that shit. Should you be cheating on the person that you're with? Fuck no. Should you be entertaining other people while you're in a relationship with somebody? Fuck no. Shouldn't be doing that shit. That technically could be called cheating too, depending on who you're talking to. But it's gonna happen. It happens a lot, it seems like. But if we're gonna judge it, we need to judge it all the way around. Because I remember like everybody was mad that Klay Thompson supposedly cheated on Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all remember that? He supposedly cheated on Megan Thee Stallion, and that's why they broke up. But the same girls that had an issue with Clay possibly cheating on her had no energy for fucking Megan Thee Stallion sleeping with Tory Lanez while she was in a relationship and while Kelsey was talking to Tory Lanez. Didn't have no issue with that. So it's like, come on, man. Let's keep it real. But either way, though, we got to go on to one of these female fraudsters because y'all know the doctor, man. You know the so-called doctor Corey Holcomb say that bitch ain't got no. She ain't no doctor. That bitch ain't got no degree. But we about to talk about Cheyenne motherfucking Bryan, y'all. We ain't talking about her in a minute, man. Because she got embarrassed on that Paul Pierce shit. I think that was the last time we covered her. Paul Pierce got her ass looking stupid up there. But shout out to Polite. Flacco, we covering his video. We'll react to this one. Let's go and jump into it, man. Let's see what the guru talking about. Because she had some women calling her out in this one. This shit was funny. It got real funny, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryan finally responded back to getting exposed brutally. And her response just made everything worse because her response essentially affirmed everybody's suspicion of her in the first place. Cheyenne Bryan is probably the best prosperity pimp we got in the game right now. She gonna sell you some prosperity now, but the problem is while she's selling the prosperity to provide the illusion of authority, she loves to add some juice to her credentials. Juicing up your credentials in a manner that Cheyenne Bryan does it is like a gray area, and some aspect of it is illegal. So a real doctor, right, Dr. Raquel Martin, who's a licensed clinical psychologist, she reacted to Cheyenne Bryan being confronted about her credentials on the Joe Budden podcast. Now, Cheyenne Bryan admits, right, comes clean that she's not licensed on a Joe Budden podcast. But what she proceeds to do after admitting she's not licensed,
it's about damn time. Shit, everybody was going at Corey Holcomb about that shit when he kept saying that she ain't a licensed therapist, and everybody like, oh, you just hating you, hate that nigga on that strong, black, beautiful woman. Okay, now she finally admitted it. Y'all gonna go back and apologize to Corey for that shit? Nah, y'all gonna act like that shit didn't happen, right?
and she proceeds to try to manipulate everybody to make up for her not being licensed and having no explanation for why she's allowed to do what she's doing. But the doctor spots it and points out, well, one, the manipulation, and then two, the dangers of what Cheyenne Bryan is doing.
I no longer practice under a license. I'm in private practice, I'm saying. And that's what people don't understand, right? So just to educate some folks a little bit.
Hello, my name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor of sciences, and podcast host who specializes in Black health and well-being. And I want to break down a clip from the Joe Budden podcast featuring someone who presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryan. But before we dive in, I want to make something incredibly clear. Having a doctorate does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional. You can have a doctorate in literature and be unlicensed, and you are still a doctor. You can have a doctorate in education and hold an LPC, being a licensed professional counselor, and you are a licensed mental health professional, and you are still a doctor, but your doctorate is not in psychology. When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in, and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
That is incredibly misleading. Yes, you do need a license to bill insurance, but that is not why licensure exists. Licensure protects you. It means I have completed specific education and supervised clinical hours, passed rigorous exams, and I'm accountable to a regulatory board. If I breach confidentiality, if I cross ethical boundaries or harm you, you have somewhere to file a complaint and be sure that I'm held accountable.
It's as if the licensing board was created for charlatans who think a license is only needed to take your money. You see how that works? It's as if the licensing board was created for the charlatan who believes a license and credential is only needed so she could take your money. Okay. Now, why licensing is so important when talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryan? Because her credentials are into question. Like, people talk a lot about Umar Johnson and his credentials. Umar Johnson, again, and we might have, our differences, but Umar Johnson is a doctor. Umar Johnson does have a doctorate degree, okay?
But he went to school, even though I disagree with that man fundamentally on a lot of things. At least he went to school. This lady been out here pump faking lying. And she been giving people advice. Even exposing people that done hit her up. She talking about famous rappers done hit her up. And she said their name. A licensed doctor, a licensed doctor would not do that. That's very unprofessional. And everybody was goddamn caping for this lady, talking about, nah, y'all just hating on that strong, back, powerful black woman. She was lying, and we saw it. It's amazing that some people can't see things. I think people intentionally try not to see things, but we saw it.
I went through the National Student Clearinghouse. I confirmed it. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, one, there's mystery in this. Two, not only is there mystery, but there's no way to ever confirm if she's a doctor or not. You know why? Because conveniently, the school she went to has closed down. Right? Like the school she went to was this like random miscellaneous, super odd online degree, maybe credential, maybe not credential school that ultimately closed down, and there's no way to confirm whether or not she's a doctor. So she conveniently got her degree from a school that you can't confirm if she's a doctor or not. So we got to take her word for it. The bio on her website says Dr. Bryant, and she calls herself doctor, started college at 17 at California State University, where she earned a double degree in psychology and Pan-African studies. She went to earn a master's degree, but it says right here, she found clarity during her master's program at the University of Phoenix. It was there she realized her calling, healing herself and others fueled by this revelation she pursued and earned. Okay, but this is where it gets kind of odd, right? So she listed that she was enrolled in a master's program at the University of Phoenix, but doesn't list what she got her master's in. She never listed what she got her master's in, nor does she list if she ever finished the master's program. We dealing with a straight prosperity pit. Yo, this is some cold stuff. What did you get your master's in? Did you finish it? She never said. All she says was when she was in the master's program at the University of Phoenix, that's when she found clarity and decided what she wanted to do. She never listed what she got her master's in. She probably don't got a master's. She then says she pursued and earned a doctorate in counseling psychology from Argosy University. Now, Argosy shut down in 2019. Now, before it got shut down, it lost its accreditation. So, worst case scenario, she completely lied about earning that doctorate, and we will never find out because, Argosy shut down. Who can you confirm it with? Best case scenario, she earned a doctorate in counseling psychology from a school that's not accredited whatsoever.
We're going to show you 13 mind-blowing use cases for creators using the new AI Workspace 2.0 from GenSpark.
Damn commercials.
A license is not paperwork just for billing. It's a consumer protection. When someone drops or loses or no longer has a license, they're not solely avoiding the insurance hassle. They're also removing your recourse if something goes terribly wrong.
Not binded by BBS, the behavior board.
Yeah, if she give you some advice and have you walking off a bridge and shit, your family would be able to come back and actually get some correction with her, some reparations and shit. But since she ain't licensed, y'all can't really come at her like that. She's like, nigga, I'm just talking to people. They do whatever the hell they want to do.
Behavior board science, rules and regulations and ethics. And so it just opened up a whole nother, floor in industry for me.
And she's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you from exploitation and boundary violation and providers practicing outside of their competence. When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag, a flashing one. It's a warning sign because those rules exist because real harm happens when they're not in place. So celebrating that you don't have to be accountable to that should be concerning to you.
As a therapist,
Hey, hold on. Let me get that lady something.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, she said some real shit right there. That was some bars.
Things you can obviously make what you deserve because therapy is real. We're giving everything we have in there. And we're unpacking shit and we're helping you process through things. So it's not us sitting there where if you're an effective therapist saying, tell me more. You should be unpacking and you should be able to take somebody and drive with them to their goal.
And here's another thing. She keeps calling herself a therapist, and in most states, that's actually illegal without a license. You cannot legally use the title therapist or provide psychotherapy without licensure. What she's describing now is coaching, and coaching and therapy are fundamentally different. Coaches help with goals and accountability. Therapists are trained to diagnose and treat mental health conditions, trauma and depression and suicidality and psychosis. If someone with untreated bipolar disorder or PTSD thinks they're getting therapy from a coach, they're going to be seriously harmed. These are actual conditions that go undiagnosed and untreated, especially within the Black community.
She's absolutely right. What she's doing is literally illegal. But here's the thing. She will simultaneously go from as a therapist, I'm a therapist, to I've never identified as a therapist. You just heard her say, as a therapist, we do this, and this, right? But in response to this video exposing her for being unethical, she writes, I don't need a license because I'm not a therapist. I'm a psychology expert and life coach. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to grasp about that. Coaches do not need a license. I do not identify as a therapist, but we just heard her say as a therapist.
Ain't that shit? Hold up.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. This shit wild. You saw that shit, man?
There's so many videos of her on the internet literally referring to herself as a therapist. So to put that on the internet is crazy. And shout out to Uncanny. I see Op in the building. He said therapists can prescribe medication, not a life coach. You goddamn right about that. You right about that. And it's crazy that like people ain't calling this hoe out. Like for real, she been over here getting over on people. Like this lady that made a lot of money doing these podcasts and then going around and actually booking clients. And they're going in there thinking that they're actually about to go and talk to somebody who's well endowed with the knowledge up top to help them get through whatever they're going through mentally. And this lady lying like a motherfucker. She lying. Now she want to tell everybody I'm not a therapist. And guess what? Everybody gonna be like, I know what the lady's gonna say, don't be mean to her. You ain't gotta be so mean though. This lady can literally have somebody walking off a bridge.
As a therapist, two things: you can obviously make what you deserve, because therapy is real. We're giving everything we have in there, and we're unpacking shit, and we're helping you process through things. So,
but when she gets caught and exposed and realized the gig is up, she then tries to manipulate us and convince us our ears didn't hear what our ears heard. She goes, my bio does not say therapist, and my website does not say therapist. Anywhere on it, it clearly says psychology expert and life coach. But that Joe Budden podcast was not the only time she identified as a therapist. She identified as a therapist during the Cam Newton.
Navan, the #1 rated business travel platform, lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels, cars.
Podcast.
marriage, like the Bible says, is cleaving. Cleaving does this. Cleaving does this. Cleaving doesn't do this. And so when people come to me married, they're doing similar to Mama's statement. They're coming to me like this. And so I'm not counseling married couples. I'm counseling individuals who are coming with so many issues within themselves that they married on paper, but they ain't never even had a chance to be married mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, intellectually in any way. But what happens is, as I help them as individuals process through their traumas and their pain and their intergenerational issues, they magically either usually cleave or, not many, but some, depart. Because you cannot cleave without shedding. And the shedding that cleaving takes is the shedding of your stuff, your ego, your emotions, your trauma, your pain pockets. And when you shed of that, the cleaving was already waiting there for you. So it's not that anyone, even other therapists,
even other therapists, as in myself, I'm a therapist.
Say this, what that old lady
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
I just don't understand.
Therapist as well. So I can't even begin to fathom why she thought she could lie like that. You have been presenting yourself as a therapist. You have called yourself a therapist on multiple occasions, including the very video she's reacting to. You called yourself a therapist in that video. But yet when you get caught or presenting yourself as if you have authority, all of a sudden, I've never said I was a therapist. It's absurd. It sucks, right? Now, even with the life coaching gimmick, Mark Lamont Hill and Dr. Raquel did a very great job at unpacking how even her referring to herself as a life coach is a level of manipulation. She understands the average person probably won't be able to distinguish between giving therapy and giving counseling, right? So her verbiage and her word change so she could further exploit the community without, being locked up and going to the feds.
For sure, I'm just saying, but let's say I do realize it, and you're licensed. You're saying I can call somebody.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're not, I can't call anybody. That feels like an out. It's like if I were a restaurant owner and I decide, well, I'm not with the Better Business Bureau. It's like, or I'm not with the health department. Like, don't you have to sign up with these people?
Not if you're licensed, yes, that's part of like who you're licensed with. But if you're a coach, you can decide to, like, there are some ways that you can be certified, but you don't have to. Like, anyone can state that they're a coach. Anyone can't state that you're a licensed mental health professional.
I get it. So if I'm a mental health professional, I have to be licensed. I can't opt out. But if I use the word life coach, I can, or career coach or relationship coach, that's the workaround. The workaround is just saying you're not that thing. You give it, naming it something else.
Yeah, there's no regulatory body on coaching. People can take the there are like certain ways that you can, it's not certified, but like there's like the International Coaching Federation and there's the National Board of Health and Wellness and Coaching. You can decide to go through that like credentialing ecosystem, but it's voluntary. You can just decide that, like, oh, I'm really good at problem solving. I problem solve my problems. I problem solve my husband's problems, my friend's problems. I'm a problem solving coach. Like, that's what I do. There's no regulatory body on that. You can say that whenever you want.
Here's what and I don't want to spend too much time on Dr. Bryant because this isn't about her, but it's just a good example. But she is self-identified as a therapist, as a psychologist. So when she's giving the advice, doesn't that give at least the impression that this is mental health professional work happening? Yeah, but that's one of the biggest issues I have. Like the biggest, I think some people took from the video, if they weren't familiar with my work, because if anyone's familiar with me, they know I cape for coaches all day. I'm like, yeah, right. Like there are fantastic coaches out there. But there's no coach worth their salt that won't be like starting off, even when like most of them do it in their consultation, just a heads up, I am a coach. Like I am not a therapist. Like, and I want to tell you the difference. Additionally, if we get to a point where I feel like this is outside of coaching and this is outside and it's into therapy, I'm going to give you a referral. Like every coach I know who does coaching, that's what they do. The issue is the same way that there is no regulatory body on the aspect of coaching. I don't particularly know what a psychology expert is. Like I don't, like that's not, there's no regulatory body on that. Also, therapy and being a therapist is more so a category. It's like as a psychologist, as a licensed professional counselor, as a licensed clinical social worker, as a licensed marriage and family therapist, as a psychiatrist, as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. These are all people who are licensed and they can conduct therapy. It's like an umbrella term, but all of those individuals are licensed. You cannot call yourself a therapist if you are not a licensed mental health professional. So that is an issue. And even in some states, it's actually illegal to refer to yourself that way. Like if you going to jail, man. You going to jail. I can pull up about 10 different instances of Cheyenne Bryant.
Hold that thought. I got somebody for that.
Lock them up.
Oh, man.
Lock them up.
Forgot I had the old man. Forgot I had him on here.
And saying she's a therapist and therapists like her. So if anybody came to you and paid for her services under, the assumption that she's a therapist, it's over with, man. You cooked. It's done. You are absolutely cooked. Over with, buddy. All right. And this should just be a lesson to the community, bruh. Yo, stop buying what a prosperity pimp is selling. When somebody starts going viral for saying everything you want to hear, and then they bring products around everything you want to hear, you should know there's a sham, there's a scam in sight. But y'all let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, and it's because we got so many sheep, y'all, man. We got so many people that are sheep out here in society right now. It's really embarrassing, man. It's really fucking embarrassing. Because, man, folks need to get a little bit better with learning how to think for their goddamn selves, man. I wouldn't even ever think to go to no life coach. I wouldn't. Now, I guess some people can say, well, some people go to counselors, mental counselors, they go to Big Brother and all that shit. No, not really. I had my dad and I had my granddaddy around. Both of them. They gave me a lot of good tips. The biggest thing is like actually just listening and implementing it. That's the problem that I think a lot of people have in life. They want to do it the way they want to do it, and they struggle with the world not moving for them. Some people look up in certain situations where it goes their way sometimes. Girls get it a lot because they get the benefit of the doubt a lot. White people get it a lot because they don't have to go through a lot of the pressures that other people go through. But as a black dude in my life, I've always seen there's no excuses for this shit. There's no maneuvering around this issue. You're either going to do it this way, you're going to do it that way. One of the two. Pick which one you want to do. That way it's going to be harder. This way it's going to be easier. And the older you get, you kind of just like, man, fuck it. Just goddamn do it the right way so you ain't got to deal with the bullshit. Because the bullshit going to come. But, I'd rather pay my debt today than pay it tomorrow. That's the way I'm talking about. I'd rather pay it today than pay it tomorrow. And we got a lot of people that's willing to pay it tomorrow. I'll go in debt for one day when I can just wait and just be good. It's just crazy. But I said if we had enough time, we was gonna get to this because I want to talk a little bit about YouTube, and I'll drop the link for this last part. But the reason I keep emphasizing y'all that y'all make sure y'all go and make sure y'all subscribe to the backup channel, the JVJ Speaks, and make sure y'all follow over on TikTok is because of what I'm about to show you in this video. It's already happened to me once, and it can happen again, but it happens to a lot of other people that do this content creation around here. So I want y'all to check this out. Shout out to, what's his boy name? It's Janky. It's Janky out here. It's going to be an interesting one, y'all. I'm just be honest with you. It's going to be interesting.
Looking back at it, Corey X Kenshin was absolutely right in the situation between him and YouTube. For those who don't know, there was a major controversy that happened a couple years ago where Corey was calling out YouTube for favoritism and racism. Pretty crazy accusations to make in the current age of the internet, but the proof he had to back it up was undisputable, with YouTube essentially blacklisting his channel from the platform every time he had a few videos perform well, while allowing other creators of different races to post the same content and receive zero consequences. And believe it or not, things have only continued to get worse ever since this situation happened, with numerous extremely large content creators getting completely demonetized off the platform without any notice, which for many of these creators makes absolutely no sense at all. And like I stated before, this would all stem from a single video Corey X Kenshin made on a game called The Mortuary Assistant, where shortly after it was posted and reached #1 trending in the world, it would get completely age restricted off the platform, forcing Corey to make a video about what he believes to be racism and favoritism behind the scenes on the YouTube team.
This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision.
Now, this was extremely strange because Corey is one of the top gaming creators on the entirety of YouTube. Some would even say that even based off the stats, he is the #1 gaming creator. So why would YouTube be targeting him specifically in a situation like this? Why would he be the only one getting age restricted on a gameplay that so many other people also did around the exact same time? And why would they double down on it even after he appealed it, even knowing that so many other creators have also played the game on the platform? Rightfully so, it didn't make much sense to Corey at all. And it really did seem like something was up with the YouTube team, specifically because one of the other big creators that didn't get any age restriction from this gameplay was Markiplier, who is obviously another extremely large creator on YouTube, comparable to Corey in the size of their channels. And this obviously once again would be extremely confusing and something that he would ultimately bring up in this video.
I get with my YouTube rep, I sent him an email, hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure
we can do a little comparison, y'all. We can do a little apples to oranges type shit.
That the things in the games that you play, all that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that?
And this is where the entire situation would get absolutely insane, because after Corey would send all this information to his YouTube rep and they would realize that the rules are clearly not being enforced well towards everybody, they would end up removing the age restriction from Corey's video, which to some people might be the entire issue resolved. But to people like Corey, who is literally one of the top creators on the site, it definitely seemed like there was something shady going on behind the scenes, almost like some people didn't like Corey or had something against him. And it's really hard to tell if the thing they have against him is his skin color in particular, but it's definitely something that shouldn't be ruled out.
What do you think happened after that?
Now, look, personally, I can speak for a situation that happened over here on this channel and on the previous channel. Y'all know the one that we was about to hit. I think we was like a couple, like 1,000 away, 1,500 away from hitting 300K. That same situation happened. I had a video that I posted over on that channel. They copyrighted strike the channel and took the whole channel. They banned the channel because of a video. And y'all want to know something funny? That exact same video is up on this channel. Ain't never got a strike, a warning, no nothing about that video being on this channel. But on my channel where I was about to hit 300K, can't have that here, buddy. YouTube picks and chooses. YouTube picks and chooses. And that's why I got to remember when we get this motherfucker where it need to be at, I need to go ahead and delete that shit up over here, because YouTube will go back 3, 4, 5 years if you still got that video up on your shit and strike your ass for that shit. It's crazy how they work. He just got demonetized, or he got age restricted. They literally took my whole fucking channel, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, YouTube don't be playing.
I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off. After they already rejected my appeal, I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited.
And this is why you need a YouTube rep. Like, I really wish I had a YouTube rep at that time, y'all. You got to get up there. This dude right here, he in the millions, so he definitely got a YouTube rep. I don't even know at what stage you actually get one, bro. I don't even know what stage you get it at. And see, I've said Facebook picks and chooses too. You know, oh yeah, they damn sure do. All these platforms pick and choose who the winners are on this bitch and who the losers are. Because anybody could be famous on this hoe. Anybody could blow up on this bitch if they just push your content to every fucking person that ever gets on YouTube. They pick and choose how much they want to push you. They pick how much they don't want to show you. You can be shadow banned. This channel was shadow banned for like 2. Let me know how long we were shadow banned over here. Now they kind of playing nice with us, y'all. They playing a little nice with us, so YouTube don't come for us right now. Don't come for us. But they was on our ass, bro. They was on our ass for a hot minute, bro. We couldn't move for shit. We'd grow for a little bit, then pause, then grow again, then pause. And it's like, I'm talking about long pauses, y'all. I'm talking like a year type pause. It's crazy, but they can pick and choose, bro.
He was, oh great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision?
These were all
I'm about to say these are all valid reasons.
Extremely good questions on Corey's part, as all of these things that YouTube was doing against his content really made it seem like there was some sort of motive against him in particular. Whether that be because they just don't like Corey as a creator, whether the people on the YouTube team are genuinely racist, or anything like that. Regardless, it's not right whatsoever. It's not right.
I'll tell y'all the answer to it. I'll tell y'all what I think it is. It's the motherfucking AI. It's a motherfucking AI. Same thing like how they bombed that little school girl, that school full of girls in Iran on the first day of the war. They used AI to do that shit. AI targeted that. These motherfuckers are divvying up tasks to these computers, and these computers are not ready to do these tasks. And innocent people are getting harmed with it. A lot of people do this shit for a living, man. And when you got a consistent pay coming in and you trying to save up and get shit done, especially when it start coming in, fucking nigga, them snatching that shit away, bro. That shit, man, that'll make some people compound chicky bang bang around this bitch. I'm just being honest with you.
To single out creators who have done absolutely nothing wrong at all, just because you may not like them for some specific reason. However, it really did seem like someone or a group of people on the YouTube team didn't like.
And YouTube, y'all never sent me my motherfucking plaque. Shit, that's why I'm still in the game, y'all. That's the only reason I'm still in the game. I want my plaque.
Corey for some reason, and we're trying to take them down. So with Corey's mortuary assistant video being #1 trending, someone on YouTube might have wanted to take it off of that and age restricted the video. But obviously this is all just an accusation and something that happened a very, very long time ago. Regardless though, YouTube's response to Corey's email to them about them having favorites and or being racist would only make this situation 10 times worse.
So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say no way.
Hold up, man. Let me click this. Let me find it real quick. Like, where's that? Where's that? Bernie, where you at?
That ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right.
So you age restrict the guy. He appeals it. You say a human person reviewed it. Said nope, it's still age restricted. He gets in touch with his rep. He emails you another content creator that has the exact same content in his shit. Y'all come back and reverse the age restriction, make his video regular. So then he writes to y'all because that's very concerning. That why would you overturn it if you saw somebody else do it? You would think that y'all would just age restrict their shit too. No, you ain't want to age restrict them. You just unage restrict me. So you write them a letter with your concerns, and then they turn around and they age restrict you again. It's kind of like, nigga, you don't know your place type shit. How dare you question us? YouTube, y'all got to work on that, bro. Y'all got to get better at that. And see, I think they tried to back up the AI decision to not look stupid and not have to employ real people to review people videos in real time till they have to look at an appeal. Yeah, it's going to save them time. Because like some of these videos that you got to watch, like you can use the AI to flag it, but it still needs a review before they actually flag it. Like, alert them on their side. And then if a human reviews it, then you fucking goddamn give us a goddamn strike or a warning. And then if we appeal it, send it to the supervisor and let them look at it. But they need to have a better process of how they do it. And they do not need to be relying on computers to do this shit at all. At all.
Hey, did they do that? I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And
that right there, that's why. Because your black ass at the top. That's why. Got to bring you down a little bit. Got that Icarus effect. They feel like you got a little Icarus effect. They're going to bring you back down. I know about it. They clip my wings. They clip my wings, bro. I'm on the ground now,
every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending.
The fact that after Corey accused the YouTube team of having favorites or being racist, and then they instantly folded and age restricted both Mark and Corey's video at the same time, just proves Corey's point once again. They used Markiplier's video to prove Corey's innocence, which simultaneously proves that they have favorites in some way, shape, or form. That they'll age restrict certain people rather than others for whatever reason they see fit, whether that be their own personal beliefs or due to them possibly not liking an entire group of people. And as Corey stated, pretty much every...
And I'm trying to tell y'all, racism don't pay. Because regardless of what people believe and what they know, we are employees. Anybody that does content creation on here and they actually do it to try to actually like you get past the doing it for fun and you start making money type shit and you kind of take it serious. We're employees of YouTube, but not real employees of YouTube, if that makes sense. We're like private contractors out here. YouTube don't do a goddamn thing besides keep this platform up and then kick people off of it. They keep this platform up. They're supposed to monitor it to make sure certain things aren't on here and certain people don't see certain shit depending on their age and shit. But they just have this platform. They don't put shit up on here for real. Like YouTube has their own YouTube channel. Ain't nobody following that shit. Ain't nobody following them like that. It's the content creators that are on here that make people come to this platform. The people, the personalities, y'all here because of me. They came to his channel because of him. They go to everybody else's channel because of them. We bring the people to the show. And YouTube can it's easily, arbitrarily like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It's a kind of fucked up situation to be in. And that's why we're trying to tell people this shit right here is never guaranteed. And it's not going to last forever if it comes down to it. Because these motherfuckers at any given time, they fuck with him. And dude, the way they talked about this dude don't even cuss in his streams. He just play video games, give good commentary while he's playing it, and people seem to gravitate to it, and that's how he became #1. And they came for him. I'd be over here cussing and talking shit all the time.
Single time something like this would happen, it was always right after he reached a major milestone, or after one of his videos would do extremely well and reach #1 trending.
Now I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video and it can be the same exact video and they restrict the black person's video but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we...
And it's reasonable to question that. Contrary to all the people that say racism doesn't exist and you just always playing victim. That's a reasonable question. Why is this one fucked up, but this one's fine? It's the exact same shit, but that got black and that got white. That's a reasonable question to ask, and it needs an answer.
He hit 10 million subscribers, and I was supposed to get my diamond play button, and there was no correspondence. These situations always coincide with an uptick of growth, and it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that. No problem. But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever Corey Kenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something.
And the main issue that everyone had with this entire situation is the simple fact that YouTube is always trying to portray themselves as a platform that is fair for everyone. But whenever you see something like this, where Corey is very clearly being mistreated compared to other content creators that make videos on the exact same stuff, it really does make it seem like YouTube has some sort of vendetta against him. That they see him reaching all of these milestones like 10 million subscribers, now 20 million subscribers. Or they see him pulling these insane numbers, reaching #1 trending on numerous videos, and they simply just want to drag him down. And genuinely, it really is sad because Corey has built an absolutely massive fan base, posting thousands of videos for over a decade at this point. But even so, as he himself is bringing so many people to the platform every single day, YouTube in one way, shape, or another is trying to drag him down.
I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? You know, I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that.
Dude, y'all don't know. And a lot of people that want to get into this shit, like, dude, y'all do not know how hard it is really to grow a base. I ain't gonna say no fan base. There ain't nobody supposed to be no fan to me. But grow an audience that actually wants to listen to what the fuck you got going on your channel. They're interested in the content that you put up. It is hard to grow that shit. And to get his shit to the millions that he got it to, bruh, over a decade working on that shit. Then to have them people fucking with you. Cause like, dude, you get to that point, you really start thinking in your mind, like, dude, I can do this full time. Which you probably thought about it way before that, way before you hit 1 million. I could do this full time and support my family and folks. And just for them people to be able to come in one day and just take it away. What if you're at the job market for like 15 years doing this shit and they take your shit away? Good luck trying to apply for a job in whatever field you was working in before. They might bring you in entry level type shit because you ain't got no work experience for a certain amount of time. It's crazy, bro. Like YouTube be playing with folks, bro. They be playing with folks' livelihood.
Hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable?
Nah.
I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation, but that's just what it is.
Now, Corey is one of the biggest examples of this happening in the history of YouTube. And it's very concerning just due to the amount of proof that we actually have of the YouTube policy team either having favorites or being racist, just based on common sense and all of the stuff that Corey showed us. And genuinely, Corey's gameplay is some of the cleanest on the entire platform. He even bleeps out the cuss words in the games that he plays and everything like that. And that just made even more people believe the fact that someone behind the scenes was specifically targeting Corey. Because if all of these other YouTubers who are just as big as Corey, like Markiplier, who's getting millions of views on every video, who is swearing a lot in all of his videos, getting flagged less often than Corey's video, Ludwig, Moist Critical, Jacksepticeye, and a bunch of people would respond to this situation, and this is one of the main things that they would bring up.
Corey is probably one of the most advertiser brand-friendly content creators there is in the gaming space. He does
not this motherfucking racist right here. Look, he coming to goddamn defend the black guy, so I give him props for that. But this dude right here, stanky shirt wearing motherfucker,
doesn't say bad words or anything bad. He even censors that kind of shit in the content of his.
Him and Asmund Gold, I think them bitches brothers.
video, like from the games he plays. So he goes the extra mile to be as brand friendly and advertiser friendly and family friendly as you can be. So it can't be an issue of him just being, too hardcore for YouTube to support. That's just not the case. It has to be something else. Something maybe going wrong with the algorithm, or potentially actual racism at the YouTube policy team. It's not impossible.
Now, you'd think that over the years, after all of this happened, YouTube would try and resolve these issues and at least not make it very obvious that they have favorites on the platform. However, debatably, this is still happening on an even grander scale to this day. There have been tons of creators recently getting demonetized all over the platform. And if you don't know what getting
y'all, I'm trying to tell you, man, when y'all get, matter of fact, let him say it.
Demonetized means, it essentially means your entire channel can't make any revenue at all. So it's not just one video getting taken down or age restricted. It means that you literally can't make money on your channel at all.
Yo, been there, done that, got the fucking t-shirt. I'm glad I got the experience of it and got to see what it felt like and how the process is, but it ain't fun. And you can get different levels of demonetization. Mine was just, you demonetized for 90 days. So for 3 months straight, I couldn't do shit. Dude, I let shit go. I ain't even give a fuck no more. That shit was so heartbreaking, bro. I'm like, man, YouTube paying my light bill. I've been rolling with my other money, man. Now I gotta lock back in, man. God damn it. It's like shit. And that's when we started focusing over there on the network. Got the network popping, because the network was sitting around like 100, 200, 300, 400, something like that. And we finally got it over 1,000 and shit. But it's like, nigga, you can't do you can still post. That's the crazy thing. They'll tell you, you can still post content, but you ain't gonna get paid for nothing that you put up. After you done grind it, met all the fucking requirements YouTube wants from you to be monetized and get into the partner program, just for them to say, look, you still in the partner program, but you can't make money for 3 months. And all you've been doing is posting content. So it's like, nigga, do you go dark for 3 months and hope that your people still be there when you get back? It's like, right, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good space to be in.
Until YouTube ultimately reverses it. And this isn't just happening to a couple people. It's happening to tons of people from every single niche all over YouTube. One of the biggest examples being Curse, who, if you guys don't know, has over 400,000 subscribers, many videos that you may have even seen before, and he got completely demonetized due to inauthentic content. Many people think that this is because of the new AI features that YouTube has been trying to implement, where they're trying to get rid of all the AI generated content of people just using AI to completely generate videos and make a ton of money off.
And look, I was telling folks that came in with that shit, I had a personal person over here. Like, hey, bro, don't jump into just trying to do straight up AI videos, man. Stop trying to just do AI videos, man. YouTube ain't gonna be going for that, because it's like, nigga, if you can make a AI channel, just think about how profitable you could be. You pay for the AI tool and you pay for the maximum. So $500, let's say $500 a month. And not a lot of people might be like, man, that's a lot of fucking money to pay $500 a month. But you're on YouTube generating videos that, think about it, all you do is type in a prompt. Type in a prompt and it makes a whole video for you. You put it on YouTube and you bring it in $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 a month. $500 for the program. YouTube wasn't finna let motherfuckers get their ass like that. They wasn't finna let motherfuckers get their ass like that. It ain't gonna lie, it was sweet in the beginning when people were trying to do it. But it's like, dude, eventually they're gonna figure out a way to fuck you over, and now they kicking all these people that's using AI off their shit. Like, if your channel is just straight AI, bro, they gonna fuck with you, bro. You ain't gonna get it. The AI don't like AI. Put it like that. AI don't like AI.
Off the platform, but Curse has showed his face in his content before, and everyone can clearly see and hear that he doesn't have an AI voice, that he edits his own videos and everything like that. And this just makes it extremely unfair for all of YouTube, especially considering that a lot of these creators that are getting demonetized don't have any sort of YouTube reps or any connections with YouTube whatsoever. So they lose their entire source of income that they actually worked hard for, completely unrightfully, like they did absolutely nothing at all wrong. And in the exact same video where Jacksepticeye was talking about the Corey X Kenshin situation, he talked about how he feels so bad for all of these YouTubers who deal with these exact situations and don't have any sort of YouTube representation.
I keep thinking about what it's like if you don't have a YouTube rep to talk to this stuff about. Like, there's a lot of smaller creators out there that get stuff flagged for the same reasons, and then they don't have anybody to talk to, and it just stays flagged for a long time. And what happens because of that is when your stuff gets like a yellow symbol on it, you get demonetized, or you get ad limited suitability, or you get claimed, or anything like that. It just kills your search rankings, because YouTube don't want to promote something that can go out to people that's claimed or has some sort of sensitive material or something in it. So you just don't end up in people's recommendations. You don't end up in suggested videos. You don't get pushed to as many people as you would if you were greenlit in the system. So there's a lot of creators out there who are probably getting hit with stuff that shouldn't be.
Anyways, guys.
And I hope everybody was listening to what he said. For somebody that's actually trying to figure out YouTube and do shit, he just dropped a whole bunch of dimes that y'all didn't hear nothing that he said. I'm gonna play it again for you, because I be saying this shit to people and like motherfuckers be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Motherfuckers don't even know what CPM is. It's like motherfucker just dropped dimes right there. I'm gonna let him say it again so y'all can listen to what he's talking about, how to get into the algorithm, get good, and why these small things, like people be like, oh, it doesn't matter. He's telling you why it matters.
That is when your stuff gets like a yellow symbol on it, you get demonetized, or you get ad limited suitability, or you get claimed, or anything like that. It just kills your search rankings, because YouTube don't want to promote something that can go out to people that's claimed or has some sort of sensitive material or something in it. So you just don't end up in people's recommendations. You don't end up in suggested videos. You don't get pushed to as many people as you would if you were greenlit in the system.
So like if they put any of this bullshit on you, bro, you're getting limited. Like for some of y'all, like depending on what video we put up or how YouTube deems it, you'll get on your phone and come to YouTube. We might pop up right there in the short section, right there in the video section. But if they unflag and put some shit on it, you ain't gonna see. You don't have to scroll. You have to scroll for that. And they still do that even when you ain't got nothing on you. That's what a lot of smaller creators deal with that problem a lot. And we're dealing with it over here. That's why we're trying to grow this bitch up. You don't pop up on most people's search engines. The people that are the biggest are the people that they keep pushing. They keep pushing. And the sad part, it's kind of like a circular argument. We push these people because they get a lot of engagement, but they got a lot of engagement because you push them. It's kind of like a little circular argument, and it's kind of fucked up how you want to look at it. Anybody on this bitch could be famous if the motherfucker, man, look, go. Never mind, I ain't gonna say that out loud because I'd probably get in trouble for that one. They'll probably try to come for me for that one. But now anybody can get up there if you know the right people, I guess.
So there's a lot of creators out there who are probably getting hit with stuff that shouldn't be.
Anyways, guys, as a lot of my friends got completely demonetized from the platform due to absolutely no reason at all, it reminded me of this entire Corey X Kenshin situation. Whenever he got age restricted on YouTube, making his video completely cooked, and no one else served the same repercussions as him, obviously due to potential favoritism or racism on the YouTube team. And I also want to do a quick shout out to a couple people that recently got demonetized. First one is Curse. If in any way a YouTube rep or anyone is watching,
bro, that's crazy. 423K on 82 videos, y'all. On 82 videos. So that he was definitely putting out good content. 82 videos to get to that, bro. He putting out some good content.
This video, please reach out to this guy. He did absolutely nothing wrong, as you can obviously see. And the other person is Styro number 1, who's another good friend of.
And see, that looks a little bit more normal. Still not posting as much, but that looks a little bit more normal compared to the account size. 12 and a half to 114 videos. They look more reasonable.
Of mine that I talked to a lot. He also got completely completely demonetized on YouTube just due to all of these changes. And by the way, both of these people rely on their YouTube revenue, and again, did absolutely nothing wrong at all. People in the comments can say, oh, now you can get a real job, and they can troll and everything like that. But in reality, these are people that genuinely did work hard to build audiences on YouTube, and now they're getting everything stripped away from them for no reason at all. So with
hey, look, and that's a real dumbass motherfucking argument, because you would have people in the comment section on this video, in his video, and the guy's videos that he's talking about, and they will say that, but they're on YouTube. That's why these motherfuckers do the shit that they do. That's why we make the content, because motherfuckers watch, and you watching, but now you telling somebody to go get a real job. So if we go get a real job, who you gonna watch? It's like, I don't know. Cut off your nose, spike your face type shit.
Make sure you guys drop a like, and also,
yeah, man, that's the end of that video right there, man. That shit crazy, man. Like, and a lot of people need to be mindful of that when they decide to get into this shit and really think hard about it before they just jump head first into this shit. Because you just got to make sure you know how to leverage your shit. You got to know how to leverage your shit. Make sure you straight on the outside before you come in here and try to do it, because you're gonna have to put a lot of work in over here on this side to get it going, and to maintain it. But also, you need to know that it always can be stripped away. So you need to make sure you got a safety blanket or at least something, saving that money up or something so you can actually chill for a little bit. But look, man, covered a few topics, man. Like, look, the false accuser girl, man. I'm probably gonna make sure I give y'all an update on that one because I'm like, I don't really like when people lie on people. I don't care if it's just women lying on dudes, or I don't care who it is, men lying on anybody. Like anybody lying, period. I don't like that shit. So we're gonna definitely do an update to see what they sentence her to. But I do think they're gonna give her a little slap on the wrist because she's a little lily white girl. So they ain't gonna hold her that accountable, even though she tried to get a dude fucked up. The cheating shit, cheating double standards, Latto. Any lady that follow Latto and still look up at her, man, I look at you funny. And I don't want to hear that other people do bad things too. Yeah, and I don't fuck with them. Just throwing that out there for you. I don't fuck with them. Yeah. So, yeah, you can keep that excuse for yourself because that whole fucked up. The Megan Thee Stallion shit fucked up. But let's get to the double standard when it comes to the cheating part when it's white and black. We clearly see it. We saw it. Ime Udoka ran through the mud, called everything but a child of God. Mike Vrabel, we'll stand up and applaud you, bro. Black guy cheat on his girlfriend, Demon. White guy cheat on his wife. Matter of fact, where the applause at? Let's get the applause in here. Oh, I turned the volume down. My bad. Turn the applause on. That's what they gave his ass. Shout out to Marcus. I see you up in here. What up? And then Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man. Like, for real, I gotta say this, man. This is like probably the most important one, the one that really like grinds my gears. We got too many gullible ass motherfuckers in our community. And I ain't just talk, I really want to focus just on the black community, but like, bro, we got a whole bunch of people that's like gullible in America. Look who we got in the White House. But just to speak to my folks, like, bro, if y'all can't fucking take a second and be critical of a motherfucker, like, for real, motherfucker saying everything you want to hear, you like, yes. That's like, when you wonder why there's a lot of dudes that don't go to church nowadays. Because a lot of these pastors in there pandering to the women and not preaching the Bible. Pandering. And y'all motherfuckers just run right up in there. This bitch come around here trying to psychoanalyze men, because that's what got her on, y'all. She was psychoanalyzing men, saying she was really talking shit. But she did it under the guise that she's a fucking therapist. And we find out that ain't true. So now she a coach. But all she was doing was bashing dudes. It's like, man, please look at people. Give them a double tap at least. Fuck, man. Goddamn, look twice. Look twice at the end. Instead of just like, yeah, you just saying everything I want to hear, because I'm trying to tell you, we all got flaws. The question is, what is your flaw? What is your flaw? And then also to the last video with the YouTube shit. Fucking man, look, man. If y'all want to get into this content shit, man, be wary of shit, because that shit, everything he talked about in that video is true, and there's no rhyme or reason. You don't get no goddamn answer about shit, bro. You don't get an answer about a goddamn thing about what the fuck you did. They just literally send you something, and you try to appeal it, they say nope, and then you're done, bro. You gotta wait. You either gotta wait for the time that they say you off this bitch, or you gotta figure something else out. But and that shit suck. I ain't gonna hold you. I know. This guy, I got this. How do you say it in that song? I got this ice box. Oh yeah, I got this ice box where my heart used to be. Cause them bitches ripped that shit the fuck out, y'all. That shit hurt. But nah, man. That's the end of the show, man. We actually went a little bit longer than I thought we was gonna go, man. I actually got to the goddamn 5th video. But make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips, man. Y'all see these channels down here, man. Make sure y'all go sub, follow, whatever the fuck they do on them platforms. We trying to grow around here. We trying to do something around here. And we can only do it with y'all help. So help a brother out. But yeah, we gonna get the fuck up out of here, man. It's been a good night. In sad part, we probably gonna be back here tomorrow, y'all. Be honest with you. I'm trying to just do like a marathon, do a whole week marathon on this bitch or some shit. But we'll see how that go, man. But appreciate y'all. Be safe, stay out of trouble, and I'll catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Peace.